So here in exam, they can ask one question based on this topic. What question they can ask? Why should a curd and other sour foodstuff like lemon juice, etc., not be kept in metal container such as copper and brass vessel. Why should a curd, okay, why should a curd and other short foodstuff like lemon juice, curd and lemon juice not be kept in a metal container such as copper and brass? Why we are not keeping this source substance like curd and lemon juice in a metal container? Why we are not keeping? Okay, why we are not keeping in the metal containers? Okay, so you know why we are not keeping in the metal containers, because the curd and other source substance contain what it contains.
Acid.
Acid.
What it contain? Acid.
Acid.
Correct.
Acid.
It contain acid. Okay, and if you have kept this curd and source substance in the metal, then the acid react with what? Metal.
Metal.
Okay, so acid here, curd is nothing but what? Acid. Okay, metal nothing but like copper, brass. Copper and brass are the metals. So when the acid react with metals, so what will happen? No, some of the poisonous substance will be formed. What will happen? Some poisonous substance will be formed, and which will be of like this poisonous substance will be damage our health. So because of that reason, we will not keep the curd and other source substance in the metal container. Why? Because when acid react with metal, it forms some poisonous compound which is not good for the health, which is damage our health. That is the reason we have to write the answer here. Okay, so what is the answer here? This is because curd and other sour foodstuff contains acid which can react with the metal vessel to form what it form? Poisonous compound which can damage our health. So hence bases react with metal. Bases. So you know that all the bases will not react with metals. Only some bases react with some metals. Okay, which one is the base which is react with the metals? So yesterday,
Sodium hydroxide.
yes, base react with only some metals, some metals. So in the some metals, they'll come zinc to form the hydrogen gas, Okay, only the some bases react with the some metals. Example, what? Sodium hydroxide. sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide plus zinc. Okay, NaOH plus zinc. So what is the formation here? NaOH plus zinc, sodium hydroxide plus zinc. Sodium hydroxide plus zinc. So obviously you will get first salt, okay, plus hydrogen gas. So the salt is very important name here, that is called a sodium zincate. Sodium zincate. This is a very important reaction. Sodium zincate, which is called as salt, and also there is a formation of water, hydrogen gas. Hydrogen gas. So your sodium hydroxide is aqueous, zinc is a solid metal, is a metal, nothing but is a solid, and here the sodium zincate is aqueous, and hydrogen gas will be formed here. Okay, so this is the reaction is the possible for the sodium hydroxide and zinc. When the sodium hydroxide is react with water zinc, then there is a formation of sodium zincate plus hydrogen gas. So here heat will come here, heat. Okay, here heat. When the sodium hydroxide react with zinc, as well as we have to heat that solution. Okay, and then only you will get the hydrogen gas. The next one is what? How do the metal carbonate, how do metal carbonate and metal hydrogen carbonate, metal carbonate and metal hydrogen carbonate react with acid? Okay, react with acid. How do metal carbonate and metal hydrogen carbonate? Metal carbonate, you know that carbonate is nothing but what? CO3. The compound name carbonate is what? CO3, metal carbonate. Metal, here metal, any metal you can write, like example Ca is the metal, so calcium carbonate. If you want to write magnesium is the metal, so MgCO3. If you want to write like sodium, Na2CO3, sodium carbonate. Only metal you can change, carbonate will be the same. Metal carbonate. Carbonate is the formula is what? CO3. And what about the hydrogen carbonate? Hydrogen carbonate. Hydrogen carbonate is HCO3.
CO3.
HCO3. Carbonate is CO3 and hydrogen carbonate is HCO3. Okay. So now what will happen? See in this, when the metal carbonate is react with what? Acid. Metal carbonate or metal hydrogen carbonate. So here we have metal carbonate is react with what? Acid. As well as metal hydrogen carbonate. Metal hydrogen carbonate is react with what? Acid. Okay. So in both the case, products are same. Whether it is a metal carbonate or whether it is a metal hydrogen carbonate, both are react with acid. In both the cases, the product will be same here. The first product is called what? A salt. The second product is called a carbon dioxide gas. Carbon dioxide gas plus will get the water. In the case of second reaction, also same product will get salt plus carbon dioxide. Okay, carbon dioxide plus water. Both the reactions are same, whether it is a sodium, so whether it is a metal carbonate or whether it is a metal hydrogen carbonate. Metal carbonate or metal hydrogen carbonate, the products are same. The three products are same: salt, carbon dioxide, and water. So here see the first example I will give you, first metal carbonate example. That is what metal carbonate is a sodium carbonate. Okay, sodium carbonate. First example is what? Sodium carbonate, Na2CO3. Sodium carbonate. This is a metal carbonate. Okay, So that is sodium carbonate. When the sodium carbonate is react with water, dilute hydrochloric acid. Dilute hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid. Dilute hydrochloric acid. So what you will get when this sodium carbonate is react with the hydrochloric acid, dilute hydrochloric acid. So
NaCl.
yeah, so this sodium is react with what slow chlorine. Okay, so there is a formation of what NaCl that is called a sodium chloride and which is called a salt. Okay, sodium chloride is a salt. And remember, one more product will get here carbon dioxide that is CO2, and another product will get the water that
Water.
is H2O.
H2.
So these are the three products will get carbon dioxide, sorry, sodium chloride, carbon dioxide, and water. So here sodium carbonate, which is the solid state, hydrochloric acid is the aqueous. Okay, sodium chloride you will get here aqueous, carbon dioxide you will get the gas, and the water will be the liquid. Okay, so this is the reaction. Now we have to balance this one. Balancing, we should balance it. So the balancing what's here, you can see that here sodium, here you can see 2 atom of sodium in the reactant side, and here you have only 1 atom of sodium. So here what I will do, I will add here 2. Okay, 2 I will add it. So sodium is balanced now here. Remaining, I think all are balanced. One more HCl we have, see here. Here we have 2 Cl, okay, 2 Cl. So here we have only 1 chlorine. So what I'll do here, I will add 2. So now I think it is balanced, for complete reaction is balanced. So in this, what happened? No, in the above reaction, the carbon dioxide gas, okay, carbon dioxide gas is formed in the form of brisk afferences. Okay, brisk afferences. Brisk afferences nothing but the carbon dioxide forms vigorously. Okay, the carbon dioxide gas form vigorously, or we can say that bubbles of carbon dioxide gas formed vigorously. Okay, that is called what? Brisk afferences. Whenever the word they will use brisk afferences, nothing but the bubbles of carbon dioxide gas formed vigorously. That is the meaning. Carbon dioxide it is used for what? Extinguishers.
Extinguishers of fire.
Fire extinguisher.
Fire extinguisher. But in this reaction, not so much carbon dioxide gas produced. So this carbon dioxide gas is actually used to extinguish a burning candle. This carbon dioxide gas is used to extinguish a burning candle. Metal hydrogen carbonate. Now I'm going to give the example of what? Metal hydrogen carbonate. React with what? Acid to give the salt, carbon dioxide, and the water. Okay. So metal hydrogen carbonate, in the second example, I can give you that this one, sodium hydrogen carbonate, NaHCO3. Sodium hydrogen carbonate. Sodium hydrogen carbonate is react with acid. Let us consider HCl. Nothing but hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid. So NaHCO3, which is the solid state hydrochloric acid, is aqueous. Okay, so obviously here we have sodium, here we have chlorine. So NaCl, the same product will get, there is a sodium chloride. Sodium chloride, okay, plus carbon dioxide plus water. See, the products are same. If you see the product, NaCl, in the previous question also we got NaCl, carbon dioxide and water. So products are same here. whether it is a metal carbonate, or whether it is a sodium carbonate, or whether it is a sodium hydrogen carbonate, here the products are same. So here, this is the question. See, based on that, just now we have done one topic that is called metal carbonate and metal hydrogen carbonate react with acid to give salt, carbon dioxide, and water. So based on that, see here the question they are asking, metal compound A is react with what? Dilute hydrochloric acid to produce afferences. See, the word is given here, afferences. What is by afferences here?
So the bubbles of CO2 produce vigorously.
Vigorously.
Yes, afference is nothing but the bubbles of carbon dioxide gas forms vigorously. So here they're asking, this gas is evolved, is used for extinguish a burning candle. So which gas it is?
CO2.
CO2, correct, exactly correct. The carbon dioxide gas is actually useful for what? Fire, which extinguish the burning candle. So write the balanced chemical equation for the reaction. If the one of the compound is given here, one of the compound form is what? Calcium chloride. One of the compound is calcium chloride. So here you have come to know that one of the compound, metal compound. Okay, here we have the metal compound is react with water, acid, hydrochloric acid. So you will get the here calcium chloride. See, one product is given, calcium chloride. Calcium chloride, one product is given. As well as you know that one gas will be over, that is called a carbon dioxide, as well as we'll get here water. So now here only we have to find out water, which is that metal compound here. How you will come to know metal compound?
The metal compound is calcium carbonate.
Calcium carbonate, exactly correct. Why? Because see here in the product is given the calcium chloride. So obviously we come to know the metal is the calcium. Metal is the calcium. Okay. So here one more product, there's a compound, there's metal compound, Ca. One more product you'll come to know why, because here carbon dioxide gas is forming. So carbon dioxide gas will be formed only with what? Metal carbonate. So that is what we are writing here, CaCO3. So in the place of metal compound that is given what, we can write here what, CaCO3 plus HCl give rise to what? Calcium chloride. In the place of calcium chloride, what is the formula will come for the calcium chloride? CaCl2. Calcium chloride is CaCl2 plus carbon dioxide gas plus water, that is liquid. And the calcium chloride, there is an aqueous solution. Hydrochloric acid is also aqueous, and the calcium carbonate is solid. So here the reaction is completed here, and you have to balance this reaction. For balancing, what we should do here, that is what here HCl we have, HCl. So here we have 2 atoms of hydrogen. Here we have 2 atoms of chlorine. So here I should add the 2 only. So the hydrogen chloride is balanced. So that is the complete chemical reaction for this question. So, okay, so what is that question will come? When this carbon dioxide gas, when the carbon dioxide gas is passed through, when this carbon dioxide gas is passed through lime water, when this carbon dioxide gas is passed through the lime water, then what will happen? You know, when the carbon dioxide gas is passes through the lime water, when the carbon dioxide gas is passed through the lime water, what is the formula of lime water?
CaCO3.
CaOH2.
CaOH twice, sir.
Correct answer, CaOH twice. This is called a lime water. What is another name for this lime water? Calcium
Slaked lime.
hydroxide. Okay, slaked lime also we can say. Calcium hydroxide, CaOH twice. This is called what? Lime water. When the carbon dioxide gas passes through the lime water. Okay, calcium hydroxide, that's called lime water. When the carbon dioxide gas is passes through the lime water. So the lime water, presently lime water is actually the colorless. Okay. Here the lime water is colorless. When the carbon dioxide gas is passes through the lime water, okay, then its color will change. The color will become like
White precipitate.
white.
Milky white.
Milkiness.
Milkiness, exactly correct. The milky white. Why? Because of there is a formation of what? Calcium carbonate,
Calcium
CaCO2.
carbon.
CaCO3, that calcium carbonate, which is actually called a white PPT. Okay, white PPT, or we can say the milkiness. Okay, so that is called a white precipitate. White precipitate. Okay, in nothing but water, this makes the lime water. This makes the lime water milky. This makes the lime water milky. This makes the lime water milky. That is calcium carbonate makes this lime water milky. See, lime water is colorless. When the carbon dioxide gas is passed through this lime water, then the lime water is become water milky because of formation of what? Calcium carbonate. Because of formation of what? Calcium carbonate, the lime water is become water milky. And one more product you will get here, water. So here what I can continue, right? When the carbon dioxide gas is passes through the lime water, then the lime water turns. What will happen to the lime water? The lime water turns milky. The lime water turns milky due to the formation of what? White precipitate. White precipitate of calcium carbonate.
Calcium carbonate.
Calcium
Carbonate.
Yes, this is the see. So here is a question is what? When the carbon dioxide gas is passes through the lime water. So lime water is actually colorless. So colorless, the lime water turns milky. White turns milky because of formation of white precipitate of calcium carbonate, which makes the lime water milky. Which makes the lime water milky. But still answer is not over. Okay, what will happen now here? If the carbon dioxide gas, if the excess carbon dioxide gas is passed, if excess carbon dioxide gas, if excess of carbon dioxide gas is passed through lime water, if the excess carbon dioxide gas is passed through the lime water, then what will happen? Then milkiness, disappear. Why the milkiness will be disappear? Due to the formation of calcium hydrogen carbonate. Due to the formation of calcium hydrogen carbonate. See here, what are the products we got in the last reaction? There is CaOH twice plus CO2 give raised to water CaCO3 plus water H2O. So this product only, once again I will write here. So CaCO3 plus H2O give raised to, sorry, not give raised to, first one more product, one more reactant should write here. What is the one more reactant here will come?
CO2.
CO2, carbon dioxide gas. So CaCO3, which is the solid state, water is a liquid state, and carbon dioxide gas passes through this lime water. Then what will happen here? The calcium hydrogen carbonate will be formed. CaHCO3 taken twice, okay, which is aqueous, which is soluble in water. Okay, so here what will happen? The milkiness will be disappear. Here the milkiness will be disappear, and this is called what? Soluble in water. Soluble in water. Milkiness will be disappear. So here is the two point I have given about the carbon dioxide gas. What will happen when the carbon dioxide gas is passed through the lime water? The lime water is become milky. The first case, the lime water is become milky. In the second case, excess carbon dioxide gas is passed, then the lime water milky will be disappear. The milkiness will be disappear. Milkiness will be disappear. So that is the two cases when the carbon dioxide gas passes through lime water, the lime water is become milky. Again, excess carbon dioxide gas is passed, then the milkiness will be disappear because of formation of water, calcium hydrogen carbonate, which is soluble in water. Now, acid is react with base. When the acid react with base, okay, you will get salt and water. And such reactions are called, what do you know? There's one name.
Neutralization reaction.
Neutralization reaction, exactly correct. Neutralization reaction. So the reaction between acid and base, to form, what is form? To form salt and water, is called neutralization reaction. So it's very simple example I can give, very simple example. There is a sodium hydroxide, NaOH, that is called a base, plus acid here, HCl, okay, hydrochloric acid. Your base name, what is the base name here? The base name is sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide plus HCl, give raise to NaOH plus HCl, give raise to salt will get here. With salt will get, see here sodium we have, yes, correct. NaCl salt is a sodium chloride, common salt. That is called a common salt, sodium chloride, plus
H2O.
H2O, nothing but water. So here, the physical state, what you can write, NaOH, that is aqueous, HCl is also aqueous, sodium chloride is also aqueous, the water is the liquid. So here is the acid react with base to form salt and water. Okay, antacid neutralize the excess acid which is produced in your stomach. Okay, neutralize the excess antacid. Which are the two antacid we are using here? See, there is one is called a sodium hydrogen carbonate. Okay, that is the formula is NaHCO3. What is another name for this? NaHCO3.
Baking soda.
Correct. Baking soda. Okay, NaHCO3. Baking soda. And one more. Milk of magnesia. That is called
Milk of magnesia.
magnesium hydroxide. That formula is what? MgOH twice. And it is also called milk of magnesia. These are the two mild base. Okay. And this is also called what? Antacid. They are used as an antacid. Milk of magnesia, a mild base. These two are a mild base, which is often used for neutralization reaction. Which is used for the neutralization reaction, and they are called, what they are called?
Antacids.
Antacid. These are the antacid. So remember that these are the two substances are called antacid. Why they're called antacid? Because it is useful for what? Neutralization reaction, which is neutralize the excess acid. Whenever you will feel pain and irritation in your stomach, is nothing but because of the excess acid is produced. And this excess acid you can neutralize by consuming this two antacid. Anyone you can consume, which baking soda is always available in your house. So sodium hydrogen carbonate, which is also called baking soda, which is always available in your house. So if you consume the baking soda, then you will get the relief from the pain and irritation from in the stomach. Okay, whenever you will feel and pain, irritation in the stomach because of the excess acid is produced, that is called, normally we call that is called water acidity. That is, we are called what? Acidity. So the acidity is nothing but what? Excess acid produced in the stomach. So to neutralize that excess acid, we have to consume this antacid. More example for the neutralization reaction, I given the example NaOH plus HCl give rise to NaCl plus water. One more example I want. One more.
MgOH to twice.
MgOH
Plus
twice. Okay, MgOH twice. MgOH twice. Magnesium hydroxide plus
HCl.
hydrochloric acid. Yes, tell me.
Magnesium chloride plus water.
Yeah, magnesium chloride plus water. Formula I want. No, formula.
So MgCl2.
MgCl.
Correct. MgCl2 is the correct answer. Magnesium chloride, MgCl2 plus H2. What another now? Some other student can give this. Some other student can give the sulfuric acid. You can take the sulfuric acid also. H2SO4 plus NaOH. This one you can give. See, very simple. Only name of the acid change. So what is the formula we'll get here? What is the base?
Na2SO4.
So Na2SO4.
Na2SO4 plus H2.
Na2SO4, sodium sulfate, exactly correct, plus H2O. Okay, balancing we are not doing. Okay, just we are writing this reaction. Balancing we are not doing. So